Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sober Swole podcast. My name is Jake Howard, and before I introduce these fine people, who's producing this show?
Hi.
Hey!
It's me.
Give a couple shout-outs here. You old DJ swearing. Before I give a couple shout-outs, it would be to Gorilla Gains. That's gorilla-gains with the Z.com. They are a fitness apparel company that you can comfortably wear in and out of the gym. They also make great equipment that helps keep you safe while you train. Come out and use the discount code JAKE15 to save you 15% on your entire order. My last shout out of the evening will be to Gorilla Gains. Nope. You know what? I did them backwards because I usually do royalty first and then Gorilla Gains.
Well, then inverse that.
Man, there's a whole traveling on planes all day.
Yeah.
Anyway, royaltynutrition.com, and to help you out with that is Warhorse.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
He seems like a perfectly nice gentleman.
Yeah,
no, he can be.
Anyway, these gentlemen to my right, this is my brother Jordan.
Hi.
This is my brother, you go with my John these days, John Howard. For those of you who don't follow me on any social media platform and have stumbled across this, the reason why I am back in Illinois,
Yeah, buddy.
where corn and white people sprout from the same cornfields.
That's great. Soybean. Don't forget soy.
Our grandfather passed away, and the clans have gathered to
From the Seven Seas.
the Seven Seas to discuss land and titles, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and have a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's less than ideal circumstances to be meeting. Of course, that could be said about just coming to Illinois.
well, I was gonna say, you know how I always look for excuses to come back.
It's your favorite place, I know.
I only ran away twice.
Are we counting the military? Because that was
Yeah.
Okay. I could have swore it was 3.
Yeah, no, because I turned 18,
Mm-hmm.
went to boot camp,
Mm-hmm.
and then Mom came and saved me from my drug binge.
Yeah. And then you left again.
Then I run far, far away.
Then you ran away again.
No.
No.
Yeah, I went to Texas.
You went to Texas.
Yep.
Then Texas to Arizona.
Yep. Back to Arizona.
Back to Arizona. Yeah.
Yep. Where now you have Jesus and shit.
Yeah. There's too many people. There's too many. Because you've got this. I want to say 12 kids.
About,
then
at least.
And then our sister, who isn't here this evening,
Thank God.
has
Horrible.
I want to say.
Fuck you, Allison.
I want to say also about 12 kids.
No, I don't think at least minimum.
They're about. If we're counting the livestock, which
And
we
the
should.
dogs.
Oh, that's right.
The
I forget about the
chickens.
livestock. Yeah.
Her husband.
Yeah. Husband?
You met him? That's pretty much a grown goat.
That is true. He does have the bald head. But
He eats,
yeah,
he
no,
eats
you're
about
right.
anything.
You're
you
right.
know.
You're right. That's my fault. My bad.
Jordan, you haven't said the line yet.
Oh yeah.
What's up, gamers?
Dang! Here's your moment. Here's your moment. Snatch.
Joke's on you. I wanted you to say the line anyway. So neener, wiener.
My moment of glory snatched from me once again.
I'm perfectly content with just kind of being here. Like
Yeah.
that's you've known me. Like that's kind of my personality. I will stay the course, and if it's the case that you ask me to do something, like yeah, I'll do it, and then I'll proceed to fade back. into the background.
Respectfully, you're entirely too big to be in this.
I find ways to do it though. It's impressive. I've often called myself like a ghost when it comes to like my own workplace.
Jordan's main goal is to be not perceived, and he chose the worst seat to do that in.
Like good children seem not heard, huh?
Oh yeah,
that's why I put you in the middle too.
Okay, so that that was purely intentional on your part then.
Yeah, actually, according to the screen, we're in reverse age order.
Yeah.
So, do we need to do?
No. It's too late now.
We're sticking to the bit.
We're live, buddy.
I know we are.
We're live.
Doesn't mean that we can't go ahead and fix it on the fly.
No dicks out, man.
It can't be fun to listen to. It's like three people with the same voice interrupting each other.
This is it. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Oh no! This is gonna be a public nightmare.
For who?
Anyone involved?
Me? Jordan,
maybe.
Jordan, there is no public for this to be a nightmare for.
No. You don't want to talk to the good audience?
Jordan, I don't want to look at that 0 in the left upper right hand corner.
Just because there's a number that you can see does not mean that's a number that other people see. So shit.
But anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing some last-minute YouTube.
You're finagling.
I want you to talk like you haven't seen each other in a couple years, and I'll be there soon.
Okay.
Well, that's gonna be hard because you and I see each other at least once a month.
Yeah, we kind of keep ourselves like relatively in contact.
I made the bold decision to put a reminder on my phone to text you guys on the 10th of every month to say I am still alive.
Right.
And you've got that tradition alive.
Because I've got a reminder on my phone that says you text your brothers that you're alive. Because I know otherwise I just won't do it. And I know neither of you guys will do it.
No.
Because you guys can't put reminders on your phone.
No, I can. I have, like you said, about 94 children.
The number keeps going up.
Yeah,
you gotta let the stranger fondle your balls, Jake.
Hey man,
I
can't help it that I got good working splooge and a Latino wife.
And you know,
with those powers,
with this being on the tube of views, any kids you claim as dependents are the only ones you should actually talk about.
I've had sex with one person. I've got no kids. I can prove that in a court of law.
There he is.
I have had one person.
And Jordan has never. I don't think he's even ever held hands with anybody.
That's a fucking lie.
Dang, bro.
No, that is a lie. Cause
at the very least, I can open up this topic of conversation. I have a girlfriend.
Hey!
It's been a while since I've had one since
Twitter.
The last time. Or Twitter? No, I'm not doing that. Be rude to me. Her name's Kayla. I think she is a wonderful woman. She's dealt with a lot of adversity on her own accord, having lost her father, eventually her mother, and has just kept a positive spirit, positive energy about her. And I constantly told her that she is one of the strongest women that I know. And I'm really happy that I got to meet her. I got to learn more about her, and well, don't know whether or not I'll eventually tie the knot, but it's looking good. It's partially looking good.
What does the gooch taste
like? Seriously.
We'll see.
There's nothing good can ever come out of this. It's always like, oh, I'll try to be like all sentimental. I'll try to be open and honest, and then it's like, fucking dickhead, emotions.
Oh my God.
So the first time I met her was at a show that I was enthused to be at, and other statements about being a musician.
I was there for my hot dog.
I was in the corner drinking a Coca-Cola and having a time. And I think I texted you because I didn't want to just yell out in the middle of a pizza place that also sells beer. Holy shit, my brother's holding hands with a girl. And so you're holding hands. That's fucking dorky. I think that's an exact quote.
No,
And your response was shh.
no, I think the response was shut up. It was also at that place, like, that was when I finally kind of caved into her. And, like,
yeah, because you had to be talked into a relationship.
It's one of the things that I've struggled with in regards to relationships, and I'll talk about it, is that the last relationship I had was with a girl named Elizabeth Jennison.
Yeah.
And
last full name government, full government.
Yeah, whatever. We're live. But
can we go back and beat that?
Sorry, Doc Brown.
Yeah. Hey, Marty.
But for a while, I believed like the relationship was good. We were kind of keeping track of each other, but it became a point where it felt like I was in a relationship where we were both trying to continuously fix each other. Where I was doing some stuff where I was slipping up, and she was continuously going like, "I will fix you," and then she would proceed to go into Lego rants or however it was, and I would try to fix her.
Yeah.
For those who are unaware, Jordan has a touch of the autism.
Just a touch.
A smidge. And the lady he's referring to also has autism. That's why when he refers to her Lego rants, if that doesn't make sense, maybe that'll help tie that.
Yeah.
Tie that string.
I remember the end of that relationship because
the one where she didn't know it was over.
Because I had to
like
hack your Facebook and change your relationship status. And then I walked up to you and said, "You need to change your password." And you said, "Never do that again." And I said, "I'm going to do it again if it happens."
Well,
so this poor girl. So Jordan wouldn't hurt a fly.
It's impossible for him to. Karina.
Because you're the sweetest guy I've ever known.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean,
so when he broke up with this girl, and it was about a year until she like got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It took a while. It was a case where I talked to her while I was in the car, and I explained the situation to her. I said I can't keep going with it, and I remember I felt exceptionally terrible because one of the things that continuously crossed my mind was, now that you're not there, she's going to be going into her loops, and that you're not going to be there to catch her, and you're not going to be able to do anything. And like that kind of killed me. But I knew it was like, it was terrible for me in the long run. I couldn't maintain that, so it was just very weird. And it was like what you said. It took about a year until finally it seemed like she kind of got it. And even then, like, I remember I actually met up with her one other time. This would have been about a year and a half ago. And it was just do some like voice line stuff because I had my microphone and all that. And she was saying like, I don't harbor any bad feelings about it. I'm glad that I've been able to kind of continue on with my life. I believe she's a
teacher.
Yeah, she went on to become a teacher, and she's doing what she loves, and I'm glad for her. I'm glad that she's able to find her way, and that was kind of my bigger concern back then, was if it's a case that I'm not there, will something terrible happen? No, she's living, and she's happy, and I'm glad for her. And I'm glad for me too, because again, it's like I just had that drought of just having no one.
No gooch.
No gooch.
No one. So
no gooch.
No gooch.
So
Jake, tell us your longest drought. How many minutes was that?
Sometimes my wife listens to this show.
Tell her not to listen to this one.
Okay. In particular, not this one. She'll listen to it thrice and take notes.
Oh, is she not there with you?
No.
Oh.
Brittany couldn't come.
That is
because
pertinent information.
This fell on a kid exchange day, and then I won't be back until after another kid exchange. On
Rubbing
top
it.
of it would have cost about $4,000.
Conservatively.
Conservative.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I get 10% of that.
From who?
You know,
Who are you working for?
you know.
People.
It's just a good joke. I like
We-
that joke.
Did you give us the thumbs up, Jake?
For what?
I don't know. We had a reaction that says a thumbs up. So either a ghost did it or Brittany's watching.
Hey!
Bye,
I don't have
Brittany.
I don't have my screen up, so I can't see.
Hi,
Gotcha.
Renee. If it is you, if not you, then oops.
Hello, thumbs up person. It's an honor to have you here, assuming
Oh,
that you did not leave.
it's we got a like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's what they mean by
High
thumbs
praise.
up.
Look at us, just killing the game already.
Watch out, Natasha.
Hey, your dog's back inside. Natasha.
Natasha?
That's the latest. That's the latest from me. What about?
Oh, we just got a
latest
second
from you?
one.
Oh, the latest for me is that I will die alone, and I'm comfortable with that.
No, not.
No.
Oh man.
Oh, are we not still on that train?
Well, I'm trying to talk about like what
in-
sort of
in
positives in your life.
life.
Yes.
In my life, I loved you all.
That's the Beatles
Yep.
and Twiggy.
And Johnny Cash covered it.
So did Twiggy
Yeah.
on the Muppet Show.
But Johnny Cash did it when he was like dying, so it hit you in the feels.
Old man Johnny is the best Johnny.
I can't say I disagree.
Jordan, what's your opinion? What's your favorite era of Johnny Cash?
Which one is the Johnny Cash that sung "A Little Boy Named Sue"?
That would be mid.
Mid.
When he was properly on the
Fucking
drugs
mid,
and
Johnny.
going crazy.
Fucking mid. Married and shit. Like you sing in a prison.
Hi, I'm Johnny Cash, and my life is almost together.
We don't want to see this shit. Go do some drugs.
I think.
And then he did, and his marriage with June almost evaporated. But we don't talk about
We don't
that.
talk about that.
I think second place Johnny Cash in my heart will be the Johnny Cash that appeared in the Columbo episode.
The what?
Columbo.
Columbo?
Have you not watched Columbo?
No.
That's good stuff.
Have you ever watched Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
What's your favorite detective show, Jake? Since you're not asking questions.
Well, I'm kind of just enjoying this, man. I mean, kind of missed you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just letting.
He's getting
everything
soft in his old
go.
age.
Yeah.
It'll happen to you. It'll never happen to me because I'm not going to get
Happened
old.
to you.
Well, listen to me. You're in for some old man wisdom.
Oh boy.
Here comes the heat. I was not going to live past 25.
I received in a vision from the Lord that I'm not making it past 30. So
Yeah. Good. Did ya?
yeah, from the Lord.
From the Lord?
Yeah, why would he lie? What does he have to gain from that?
So tired. So tired.
I washed my hair for this.
You got any other shit you want to say?
I don't know. I sorted my records yesterday. That was real nice. That was a positive
What
in
did
my
you-
life.
Did you go reverse alphabetical order this time? How did you sort?
So I'm so glad you asked because I hate the way it's organized currently because I have it organized by artist first name instead of by artist last name, and I hate that.
Why?
It's just that I got into the habit because that's the way Apple iTunes sorted, like auto sorted their shit, and I was just like, I can't. It has to be the same, or else I'll die.
Okay.
And so right now it's sorted favorites, country, classical, and comedy because there's 7 records over there. Then rock, and then blues and jazz.
Now hold on a minute here.
So you're going by genre. and
Genre.
alphabetical order.
Genre, then alphabetical by first name or by band name.
Yeah.
So the grassroots come before Jack White, which comes before the White Stripes.
Indubitably.
And the Grassroots was the rock band that Creed from The Office was in.
Correct. Correct.
That's just a fun fact.
Sure.
They're the ones. They're the ones that did I'll Love You for a Million Years. Does that ring any bells for you? Two Divided by Love. Does that help you?
No.
They had. Did you just say Toot of Love?
Two Divided by Love.
I think Toot of Love should be our album.
I agree. Oh, that does remind me. Hello, viewers. There is
halfway into the episode. Hi, everybody.
No.
This is very important. There is an audio recording of the three of us.
Oh, yeah.
With Jake on an acoustic bass, not upright, just an acoustic bass guitar. Me on guitar and Jordan singing. Of us doing "Moaning the Blues" by Hank Williams Sr. And boy, howdy, does it sound like a person over singing and a person who's deaf.
It sure does. It definitely sounds like it was recorded in a room with no sound quality.
It sounded a lot like this, but
probably a little bit worse.
Oh, definitely worse, because I was the engineer.
Yeah.
I was like, here's the can.
When did we do that?
That was before. You were living here after Arizona,
okay,
but before you got your apartment.
Okay, yeah.
It was pretty early, if I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Because I still had my long hair.
No, I couldn't hear, and my voice was shot anyway, because I was just smoking and drinking like it was my job. Because it kind of was.
Yeah, it was before. I'm pretty sure it was before you even got the K. Roger gig.
Right before I was cutting fish for a living.
Mm-hmm. And then the tornado happened, and I got to try Gator.
Dude,
I was talking the other day for some reason. I was like, yeah, and I remember I came home from like a Christian concert like the night before, and I was like, oh, those clouds look weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to my boss at Hardee's to see if I work this weekend. And then I remember after it, you told me you were talking to one of your buddies at the fish department. It was like, hey, it was real hot today, and it's supposed to be real cold tomorrow. Let's hope nothing bad happens.
That's not a recipe for a tornado.
And then a tornado happened.
Yeah, God,
be 2014.
2014.
2014.
We had an EF5 come roll through town.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Only one died.
Yeah, only one person died, and they weren't even like actually trying to like hide, pretty much.
Yeah, they were on the search for their cat.
Yeah,
is what I had heard.
But it leveled like a good chunk of the town.
Yeah,
and
that would have been the neighborhood next to Devonshire Road, and I know this because for a short while I lived at an apartment complex on that road.
Well, see, because that was when. So my buddy Chris Weir, who was he worked in produce at the K. Roger.
Yes.
He is an Eagle Scout. He goes, hey, do you want to go help me see if we can dig people out that are stuck? And I said, yup. So we went and walked around town, trying to go help people. And then I got a call from my friend out in California.
I remember that.
Because we had to go to the house and see if we could find her mom's jewelry.
Yeah. And we found a safe that Derek cracked open.
That wasn't from the house. So we took it to the police department, and the police were like, how did this get open? And Derek's response was, fuck you, I'm delivering this to you. Karina. Hey, dog. I don't have time for your shit. It's okay. We have to have background noise because in every single one of our episodes, one of my children is going, Rah!
This is my dog. I love her. She's the worst. Mm-hmm. Karina, sit. Karina, lay down. Good girl.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, so last time I was home was last November. Yeah. We brought the crew, and that was when Grandpa tried to kill me.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Well, so he like tried to like break me bad. Like took me around the house, showed me all the stuff that he was gonna give me. Showed me all the instruments, told me who they were going to and why, and I was like, shit.
Yeah. No, he
knew this was coming.
He was planning.
Yeah.
There were there were a few conversations that were had during the last few months while I was during the summer seasons, I will go ahead and head
No.
over and mow the lawn for the grandparents' Howard. And after I'm done with it, I'll sit on the porch with them because they're out there enjoying the shade and the sun. And Grandma was telling me about, well, we've been talking about our funeral plans, and here's what we've been kind of expecting. And one of the things was talked about was we would like you to sing a certain song. Well, of course, now that plan has been thrown out because,
Reasons.
well,
Let him out. Air it out.
well, it's when everything started happening. I was completely honest with Grandma. I was saying, I will be able to learn the song. I will be able to go ahead and do what I can, but I can't guarantee that I won't choke. I won't have that moment where I'm going to be held up. And so, in her wisdom, and probably is the right call, even if I'm frustrated and kind of stubborn about it, she's saying, we'll just let the song play.
Dog?
Does she know?
No, she just went out. She just needs attention. They won't stay in here to get it.
It's my fault.
Anyway, but yeah, that's that's part of the thing that we're going to be dealing with when that day comes. But that is not today.
It's the politics.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who, so no one knows anything really about us.
About it.
So the Howards have been traveling gospel bluegrass musicians since ever. And so music's a big deal to us as a family, period. And so that's why Jordan's frustrated and he wanted to get it right too, because there's nothing like making an ass out of yourself in front of your friends, family, and strangers.
Mm-hmm.
The way God intended.
I couldn't say I've been on the stage since I was born.
Oh
so.
yeah, we all were. Well, you?
He probably was. It's just that he didn't have a voice for a number of years.
Well, see, that's the thing too, man. It's weird how we all got
Different bits of it.
different bits of it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because like you're definitely a performer. It's just that you're not a musician.
I can't fucking hear.
Yeah. And Jordan's a singer. It's just that he's not a performer.
Right.
No, I think I overemphasize is my issue.
Well, you'd be great on a stage.
Yeah.
Like an actual
Mm-hmm.
Like
musical stage.
yeah, like
No.
doing theater, but not like or musical theater, but not doing music for the sake of music.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Play
That's-
anything with strings on it.
No, the way I put it on my Facebook was Grandpa Howard sat me down at the age of 6 and taught me more hymns than you think exist.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of hymns.
There's a lot of hymns.
There's a lot of hymns.
A lot of good Jesus jams.
A lot of good Jesus jams.
Yeah.
A lot of them are pentatonic, so it's really easy to learn. And then Grandpa would take me to every bluegrass jam that he could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd say, all right, play the songs you know and listen. And then I would try, but I was also 6. And so if there was another kid there, even remotely my age, I'd be like, oh, a kid my age, because the rest of them would be Grandpa's age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And actually one of the last sentences I said to him while he was intubated was, I know you know I was excited to see kids there my age, but I know you were just excited to see kids there your age.
Yeah.
Because that was a huge part of it is all of them were his friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never met a stranger Grandpa.
Yeah. Like, that is one of the coolest things about him.
Yeah.
And that was when Grandma was like, yeah, we'll have the visitation and funeral in 2 hours. And I went,
Great.
Because I've said this, I have never met someone who everywhere he went, someone knew him.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just like someone, it was like multiple someones.
Yeah.
And then like he could get a crowd around him like it was
Or if he didn't know one, he was going to become
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was giving somebody a hug and telling a joke and it was over. It was,
one of the memories I have of him that I think it's just me. We were in Kansas visiting Aunt Cheryl and Uncle Greg and the kids, and he and I were just outside at like a strip mall, and a guy just like saw Grandpa, was like, "Hey, Larry," and I was like, "Oh fucking way!" And he got close enough to Grandpa, and he shook his hand. He's like, "You're not Larry." He said, "No, I am. I'm just probably not your Larry." And then they chatted for a while.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
But-
and that makes so much sense, though, too.
Well, I mean, like that's just who he was.
Yeah.
Like what you said, it's like if you didn't know who you were, he was willing to kind of come up and say, "Hey, my name is Larry." He'd want you to tell everything about yourself, and then he would engage with you in that regard. And
his favorite thing to do at the church was to be a greeter. It's just that he couldn't do it there towards the end because
old and COVID.
yeah,
Well, see, you said it wrong. Hi, I'm Larry.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Nice to. What are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. If you were carrying something, you go, "Oh, well, that looks really interesting. What you got there?"
Let me help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Grandma would say, "Don't let him help
Don't let him help you.
Don't let him.
Don't you let him help you.
Don't let him up on that ladder."
Oh, you don't listen to her. She's.
She doesn't.
Mhm.
Well, shit, Dad.
Well, no, she only yelled that
In the
when
car.
he
In the car,
yeah.
Oh, Grandpa, you ran that red light. Oh, I'll stop twice at the next one. Beautiful.
But like that's just what he did, and the other thing that he liked doing, and it was something that was kind of discussed about today because the pastor ran by grandmas to talk about stuff. Was he just did things? There was a while where he repaired bikes, and then he would give them away. He would make rocking horses, and then give them away. Like he
was always busy.
Yeah.
That's what was really killing him there towards the end. Was he just
couldn't be busy
He
like
couldn't.
he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He had to sit down.
that was never his forte.
Uh-uh.
On the topic of the title of this podcast, can I tell you one of my favorite Larry Howard quotes?
Go ahead.
This is an exact quote. "I don't keep wine in the house because I don't like the taste, and I don't keep scotch in the house because I do."
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like wasn't one of the
Hey.
stories that I think you told me secondhand was like Grandpa just he loved himself some 10 High or whatever. it
yeah,
was
yeah.
called.
I asked him what his favorite liquor was before he got sober, and he said, "Well, it used to be real cheap, and it's called 10 High." And I was like, "I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna try it, and it is still real cheap." It tastes like vanilla extract.
Ooh.
No.
I see. There's parts I know nothing really about how he was as a father.
Mhm.
I don't know any, like. I knew at one point in time he decided he was done drinking, and I don't know why. I just know he decided he was done. I remember he told me he quit smoking cigarettes, and I asked him why, and he said because it got too expensive. He said it got up to 10 cents a pack. It's too expensive, so I quit.
Can I speak on that for a moment?
Yeah.
Because I was bragging to Grandma about how I hadn't started smoking again. She said, "I didn't know you smoked ever because I kept it hidden because I was
Right.
smart." And then I wasn't. And Grandpa Howard said, "I quit smoking when it got too expensive." And Grandma said, "No, you quit smoking when you started coughing up blood."
Yeah.
So both are accurate, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the other thing too. It's like again, it's just because of how often I was there with him, and one of the things he would like to do is again keep him busy. He would often like to do yard work, and I think like the other thing that kind of kept him alive for as long as he did was Grandma kept having to anchor him.
He never quit moving.
Yeah.
And it's something that I think that's kind of something that we have similar in Common. We're both farts on the breeze. You smell us, and then we're gone. And it It takes someone pretty special to hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd still be causing stink alongst the breeze.
I think that was even true for Dad. Is he was a mover and a groover until Mom showed up, and then you showed up, and Dad was like, "Oh, I have to stay here."
I made a goober into a goober. You ever think about how kids are just somebody's jizz that fell out and was walking around?
I try not to. I have, but I try not to.
I brought that up.
I see. Here's the thing: is I try not to think about other people's anything really. I try not to think about people. Hard stop.
Yeah, it tends to be very easy to start like not thinking about people and just going like, God, people are stupid. Why are they
As
here?
far as I'm concerned, I'm the only real person. It's called solipsism. You should look into it. Everyone else is an illusion that I have made for me.
I've made some real fucked up illusions.
Yeah, you have. Well, no, you haven't, because I'm the only real person.
Oh.
As soon as you walk out this door, you don't exist, my guy. That's why I have a reminder on my phone to text you on the 10th of every month.
Math checks out.
It's impermanence.
Do that math real quick. I've been here 34 years. Damn.
I mean, it's really, who's to say that the universe wasn't created last Thursday along with all of our memories of it?
True.
You know?
Yeah. Whatever. That's just some shit I don't want to ponder, damn it.
It's things you think about when you're so deep inside your own head that you just want to escape but can't.
I don't have time for that anymore.
I'm so happy for you.
Don't.
And by I'm so happy for you, I mean I wish it didn't happen.
Oh no. No, man. I was telling everybody just Ruth stories, and just the nonsense.
Yeah.
The nonsense
Speaking's hard.
that she gets into, and honestly, I don't know what I'd do without her. No, I don't. Man, like those kids, all of those kids have brought me just so much like actual purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand that, being a parent's not for everybody, but man, for a long time, like this isn't for me. But like,
Then it happens.
it kind of is. Like I get to spend, I get to spend most of my time with these beings that I helped create out of love, and I get to watch them grow into people. It's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah. I remember.
Shut your warm mouth.
I was watching. I was going through most of our family's like old VHS movies, and I said, "Oh, I'm watching a movie called Parenthood. It Could Happen to You," starring Steve Martin. And your response to "It Could Happen to You" was,
See, and it had, because in my wilder days,
No, I think parenting happened to you at just the right time.
Yeah, but in my wilder days, man, if somebody had been like, "Oh, hey, here's your kid," I would have, my butt would have exploded out of my eye.
How does a butt explode out?
Exactly. It'd be an implosion.
I'm over here doing advanced arithmetic on my fingers.
You know
Yeah,
how, like, a
I don't know
building
about that
implodes?
math.
Because it comes in, but it still goes out.
Yeah.
It collapses
Like the
outside.
Death Star
Like
from
the Death
Star
Star.
Wars. I'm with you. Jordan, have you seen the franchise Star Wars?
Yes, I have,
Have you seen-
and I don't think that the Death Star imploded. I think it exploded.
Is Jar Jar your favorite character?
No,
Jar
fuck
Jar's
that
everyone.
guy.
Jar Jar's everyone's favorite character.
Come on, Jordan.
No,
Talk about your buddy Jar Jar.
no.
He's like poopy the doopy.
Jordan,
Ironically, that's not entirely too far off. from
Jordan,
actual
Jordan,
line, I'd say.
break us off a piece of that Jar Jar.
No,
Just give me a little piece of that Jar Jar.
No.
Give me a little piece of that Jar Jar.
Just a little Yusa. That's all I'm asking.
Misa.
Yusa pizza. No, just a little bit. That's all I'm asking.
Man.
No.
Here, I'll do mine if it'll make you more comfortable.
No.
I'm a Jar Jar.
I definitely had a thought where you had, to go ahead and do a little bit of pizza. I'm like, should I just say pizza pasta? And then just end it there. No, you, like always, you managed to see through the course.
I see my own jokes years ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
I've foreseen this moment happening for years, and I still hate it. I knew this podcast was going to happen before Jake knew this podcast was going to happen.
That's a fucking
and
lie.
other bullshit you could just make up. That's fine. Because I didn't know this podcast was happening until I got on a plane this morning. I was like, maybe.
Not this podcast, your podcast existence. Just a washed up white guy. It's going to happen.
Fuck!
Yes.
Don't worry, next it's me.
I used to have talent, I promise.
Hey
I was a
man.
goddamn
Hey
for a
man.
while.
As
I
long
got
as
pictures.
as long as I've known you, you have embraced the New Balance. So I don't know what you're talking about right now.
No. New Balance is for the poor, sir. I have Nike Air Monarchs, like the GI.
Oof, my apologies, sir.
I'm wearing off-brand Converse right now
Oh yeah,
from Payless Shoes.
nice.
Because that's what I can afford.
Speaking of Payless shoes, we're going tomorrow because my Vans have finally shit the
There
bed.
isn't a Payless Shoes.
I've had those for 3 years.
Are we going to like a shoe carnival?
Yeah, I don't give a shit, man. I just need new shoes.
Let's go to Goodwill. Let's make it happen.
No, I will not wear someone else's shoes.
Oof, standards.
Will you wear someone else's shirt?
Huh?
Will you wear someone else's shirt?
It's so different, dude. I hate feet so much.
I know the reason is the military.
But I also think feet are the most disgusting thing on a human body.
I think that's the weirdest out of context. I hate feet so much.
No. Think about it. You could have the cleanest bathroom in the world, but it's still the place where you piss and shit. And the first thing you step out on is a place where a possible piss flex hit your mat, or even just your floor if you're a slovenly heathen. But no matter what, your nice clean feet immediately get dirty. What's the first part of your body that always starts to sweat? Your feet. You want to know why? Gravity, motherfucker. It's feet
Don't
are gross.
knock the New Balance. Thank you, Bill.
Oh. No, man, gravity. No, feet are gross. Gross. That's why I will only wear new shoes.
How long do your new shoes stay new? How long do they stay?
They are my grossness inside of the shoe. That is what, because I understand my grossness and accept it. Other people's grossness can go away. I don't like it.
Have you ever considered taking old shoes to like a dry cleaner where they can get them?
Oh yeah, I've washed shoes.
You could do that with Goodwill shoes.
No.
Well, by that point, you're just like, you're taking Goodwill shoes and then you're just like adding an extra layer on top of that. And you're just like, no,
There's
a little bit too
Dude,
much effort.
Why would I pay like $5 for a pair of shoes and then go pay like whatever the dry cleaning fee is when I can just go get a pair of shoes? See what I'm saying? You feel me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you smelling where I'm stepping in?
I'm trying.
I hope not. Stay away from my fucking feet. It's gross.
This is a very hard anti-feet stance that you've taken on.
And people are like, I got a foot fetish. I'm like, ew.
A lot of people on this planet.
Yeah, it is. And they're getting more vocal. And I don't like it. I lost a lot of respect for people.
Things were better when we only knew Quentin Tarantino had a foot fetish.
That guy's kind of weird. That makes sense.
Oh, it's just one of those artsy-fartsy types. It'll be fine.
And then it turns out it's like way too much of the population.
Yeah, now you got like people just straight up making money off their feet pics.
Yeah.
Now you're just like
Not
pulling up,
even doing anything. Like, here's my foot. Cool.
and now you're just like pulling up like a regular pornographic film, and there's like foot stuff in it. You're just like, this isn't what I signed up for.
I didn't sign up for this.
Nowhere in the description does it mention feet stuff.
No, just hit the basics.
Yeah.
Money shot.
Money shot.
Good night.
Good night. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Worst dog I've ever had.
Poor girl.
Dude, all right. So our most viewed episode
Mm-hmm.
of the podcast. So it was me and then Paul and then his now wife, Des. Somehow in the show we brought up the actress, Natasha Nice. She does fuck film.
Okay.
Okay?
I've gathered from like context clues.
Okay. So the name of our episode was the Natasha Nice, Not So Nice. And there's a bunch, and if you look at the analytics of it, a bunch of dudes from India love clicking on that. What is this?
It's a bunch of white people talking to each other.
It's a bunch of Indians going, what's going on here? There's not even a plot to this film.
It just seems to be people sitting around.
Yelling at each other for some reason.
This is worst Bollywood movie I've ever seen.
No, I don't think we can get away with that.
That's correct. That is
Put
correct.
some yellow on my face.
Not a kids.
Man, welcome to the Midwest.
You won't do a Jar Jar Binks, but you'll do
Right, very.
It's because Jar Jar's stuff. Apu is great.
There's some problems here. We don't have time to unpack all of that.
Man, Jar Jar's fictional, man.
So's Apu. What do you mean?
India is a real place. It's the second largest populated country on the planet. You wouldn't do Waterman from space. But you're like, India, fuck yeah, dog.
Now, Jordan, squint your eyes a little. Just talk regular.
Get some mom's lipstick.
Well, now hold on. Now that you say that aloud, I need to bring up. There was definitely a moment. Grandma Judy.
Oh
completely different.
yeah, the other side.
At one point where I was just out of the blue, she goes, "You look like a Oriental gentleman." I'm there going, "Huh?"
It was a Thanksgiving. I remember this distinctly.
Wow.
It was Thanksgiving. She was bringing in like a casserole because that's what Grandma Judy does.
Oh, God.
And she looked at Jordan. She said, "Oh, you look like a nice Oriental gentleman," and then walked into the kitchen.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, great. Now you.
Because you see, he's got very narrow eyes,
Yeah.
and his hair is very dark.
It's because I continuously.
And Grandma's
squint.
racist.
Whatever. Well, that's also true.
Well, her mom, remember, so Gigi would like sponsor people from India.
Mhm.
They'd come live in her house forever.
Mhm.
And she just loved her little Indians.
Mhm. Oh,
Oh, no.
beautiful, beautiful. That's one of my favorite moments I've ever witnessed. It's up there with out of context. I have mom saying, "I never cared for Jordan." I'm now going to give that context
Please,
if
please,
you'd
please.
like, which is we were discussing names because John is not my birth name. It's just what I go by. But we were discussing like names and how that goes. And mom said about the name Jordan, "Oh, I never cared for Jordan." And I said, "Hold on, continue."
Gotta keep that. I keep that right here.
Just on a rainy day where I'm feeling real bad, I never cared for Jordan. And so
I will murder you. You are a dog. You mean nothing to me. That's not true. Come here. I'm sorry.
I was like, before you kill her, at the very least, get permission from.
I
the
love
guy.
dogs more than I love people.
Yeah.
that's the way.
I don't need PETA finding this 10 years from now when I'm having a bustling political career.
As I was about to say.
That's the least of my goddamn worries. Fuck.
Again, back to that dry spell. How many minutes? lowball
so-
estimate
all right,
here.
no.
How many?
No, you want to know? So when I moved to South Texas, and I was working all those hours, and I got really, really fat, and I was really, really miserable. That was about I was celibate, not on purpose. I was an incel.
Were you one of the good kind though?
I didn't like
Shoot anybody?
hate women.
I want to say you didn't do any weird messages to anyone, did you?
My message is always weird. What's up, baby? Let me see them tits, you know?
Okay, well,
Yeah, that sounds about right. Though.
Yeah. Hey, girl. Do that thing, be farting, you know?
I like the pause that happened there.
yeah, because
Hey, girl. Do that thing, be fart.
No, I think it was like it was part of his
Wait,
like.
was it two separate messages?
No,
With 30 minutes in between each message.
No, my thing is like I believe like that was like his filter going like, you don't really want to say this, and he's going, I want to say this.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Hey, girl, what that turd cutter look like? No, I mean, so up until Brittany came out to see me for when I had already moved up to Pflugerville. So that was about 2 years.
That's not bad. We've
all been there.
Pretty distant.
Well, Jordan, here's the
When you're used to drowning in puss.
here's the difference between you and I. We all have particular skills, personality traits that people find quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
I exploit it.
Yeah.
And girls like me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a funny guy. I'm not dog dick ugly. Dog boners are weird looking. You know?
No,
We all got there.
Do you get it?
I'm picking up what you're stepping in. Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Not the feet again.
And then, yeah, when the party was fun, so was I. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know. When I moved back here, there was
no party.
there was some horse over down. I mean, nice young ladies of the town.
Of course.
Can't be speaking ill reputedly of people's life choices, I suppose.
I was your third on a couple dates. I remember.
With who?
One was with that girl where we went and saw Beer Goggle Profits at Pizza Works. But she ended up having a boyfriend, and so
That never mattered.
yeah. And then
Hold on.
I think it was
Pause. Beer Goggle Profit? Please explain.
that was the name of a band.
Yep.
Okay,
I had,
fantastic.
Tyler Reevely,
Bro,
Shannon Robertson,
Mhm.
and
did I have Milo Morthorst at the time?
yeah, Milo was playing the drums.
I was in
Fantastic
a band with him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Proceed. I apologize.
Was that one? Was it Katie,
I do not remember this woman's name.
the brunette, real thin?
I remember not too long after the date, she shaved her head. She worked with you at K. Roger.
Oh, yep. Yeah, we totally did it.
And then there was another time where you took me to meet one of your friends who was a woman at like a Five Guys, and she was the one who had no front teeth
Oh, damn.
because she hit herself with a pogo stick.
I remember the story, and I don't remember who it was.
And you leaned to me, you walked up to me afterwards and said, "This is proof that I don't fuck everyone." I said, "I'm a teenager."
Wow.
Yeah, that was when I was bad. But that wasn't the worst of it.
Mhm.
Like that wasn't the worst. So like when I was out in Tempe, that's when I was drinking and drugging.
Mhm.
And I was back here, I was just drinking.
Mhm.
And then when I moved to South Texas, that's when I got fucking depressed. And then I tried to die, and I didn't.
Which happens. We're at the emotional climax of this story. You need to
Yeah.
be quiet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jesus. Who was that? Yeah, we'll probably run into her this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, hey, girl, whose name I remember.
What's a good name for? It's just like a good stand. Sarah.
Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon. Good name.
Sharon. She was a delightful lady. She had a little cheeseburger because she couldn't have a full cheeseburger.
She didn't have front teeth.
because she didn't have front teeth. I want to say she had a beverage of some kind. Couldn't say. I was mostly just happy to be.
No, and then yeah, I was. Yeah, I did some.
There were some questionable things that were
There
happening.
were some questionable things that I've done, for sure. For sure. At the time, I thought I was going to be a dad. It turns out I wasn't, because it was her ex-boyfriend's kid.
And you dodged a bullet. No, yeah.
Yeah. She's not a bad chick, though.
Hmm.
No.
No.
No, it wouldn't have worked out,
No, but
because our crazies did not mesh. But she's not a bad person.
you gotta find the right.
Crazy's got a million.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a bad person.
No, and
Now you got me thinking about shit I haven't thought about in years.
I'm sorry. I wish I hadn't. Here we are.
Honestly, that kind of is like
That's the point of family gatherings. Is hey, whatever happened to?
Remember when you're in a total embarrassment?
Remember how I would wake you up every morning with the White Stripes album, The White Stripes, that played at full volume, and your response to me was, "God damn it!"
That's still how I wake up. You have to, so I usually on the weekends I'm up pretty late,
Mhm.
and because that's the only time I can like work in silence to get my shit done.
Mhm.
And so Brittany has to get up, and then once a month she has to go into the office for some reason. And when she does that, she wakes up super early. And there's there's times when like she has to be on a phone call, and her husband's snoring in the background is heavily frowned upon. So she'll wake me up, and I'll have a goddamn it moment. And immediately I'm like, that's not right.
No, I don't think you'd been back here for more than a week. Then, like one of the first weekends, I was just vacuuming right next to the futon you were sleeping on in the living room because fuck you.
Yeah. Man, I used to drink myself so stupid.
No, I distinctly remember being told to go back to bed by Mom because something was happening, and I didn't know what was happening. I was just told to go back to bed.
Having a moment or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really grateful that I'm sober. And I can think through things rather than act on things. I'm sure that's helped immensely with our relationship. Hey, gentlemen?
Indeed.
Yeah.
no.
To the fucking charge.
We're not doing a Jar Jar.
This episode's not ending until you give us a fucking.
God,
What? Well, this episode's gonna last for a long fucking time, then, isn't it?
I'm willing to.
Woo! I got time, son.
I've got nowhere to be until Friday.
My wife and kids are not here. Woo!
Yeah, the dogs escaped again.
Yeah, there she goes.
Oh,
So, John, do you have a Daft Punk T-shirt on?
I do indeed. That's who I'm repping currently. Their new album doesn't exist because they broke up, but that won't stop me from promoting my personal clients from France, the Daft Punk.
It's fantastic.
Hold on.
I know their names actually.
you know their names.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
Going.
Yeah, it's actually Jacques and Jacques.
Uh-huh.
I also know Aphex Twin's name.
Apex?
It's Jacques.
Oh, that's also Jock. Of course.
Yeah.
They're all Jock. Why not?
Yeah. That's one of the best kept secrets in electronic dance music is that they're actually all named Jacques. You know that Skrillex names is actually it's not Jacques, it's Jack because he's American.
He's
Yeah.
from America.
Yeah, I know. I knew that.
Which Jack is just the American version of Jacques.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that, Jake?
Huh? Oh, sorry, you were going on a rant, and I was like, "This is fun." Then I checked out. Sorry.
It's called ADHD.
And then I blacked out.
Yeah. Sometimes my brain's like, "Think about this instead," and then remember this conversation you're totally engaged in. Never mind.
It's like the one kid in class who raises his hand and says, "Speaking of things," and then changes topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Istanbul was Constantinople.
Yeah. And now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get worse?
Sorry, what?
Why? It works.
Why did Constantinople get the works?
Because imperialism.
I don't know my world history, so unfortunately I'm a little bit...
Imperialism. You see, the Turks were basically the Roman Empire too, but smaller. Constantinople was named after Constantine.
The
emperor,
Holy
the-
Roman
the-
Emperor.
the Holy Roman
Number
Emperor.
one.
Number
Okay.
one.
After the real downfall of Rome. Bitch.
And then
Now, hold on.
And then the Turks.
Sidebar.
The Turks
What
are
do you mean
also
real?
known as.
What do you mean real fall of Rome? Was there
So
a fake fall?
Rome, the Roman Empire collapsed upon itself
Right.
and broke into two separate empires.
Right.
Actually, four, but then two.
Mhm.
There's a whole thing.
It's war.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
The side that converted to Christianity
Right.
was ruled by a man named Constantine.
Right.
And so
So Constantinople was named after the first Holy Roman Emperor, Constantine.
Right.
And then Mehmed II, who's,
it's Ottoman.
yeah,
Yeah, the ones with the funky hats.
funky hats.
Okay, so
Big cannon.
yeah,
Big cannon go boom.
Islam.
the one with the onion hats. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Crescent moons, not crosses.
right.
And for some odd reason, these people hate each other.
What?
Goes back to the Jews.
Hmm.
It always goes back to Jews.
The Jews have been around for a long time.
There
People
was
keep
12
trying to kill them.
There was 12 tribes of Israel. And some of them were like, Jew. And the other ones were like, I don't know, that Muhammad guy said some pretty cool shit. And they went over that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then they disagreed.
Yeah.
And then
they
things
stood-
never got easier.
Ta-da, ta-ta-ta-ta.
And that's Western history.
Okay. Cool.
Welcome.
Yeah.
And that's why America is the newest Roman Empire. Don't worry about it being year 246 of 250.
Oh, no, we are totally in a collapse state.
It's great. I love it.
Stoked.
And it's the same thing. It's lead in the water. It's lead in the water, killing in the brains of our leaders, and
Did you hear
in
about
constant civil war.
Did you hear about they're not pursuing charges for what happened at Flint?
Yeah. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
Oh, and now that Dab's immortalized.
Fuck. I hid it forever. On the internet. Forever.
Congratulations.
Someday I'll be dead. It'll be fine. I hope that's played at my funeral.
Okay. No, you have to outlive me because you are the keeper of the book.
It's a shame.
You fuck.
I'm gonna get serious for a moment here, which is I've made too many promises to too many people that I would not die by my own hand, so fear not.
All right. Word.
And I'm one of those people that keeps their promises for no apparent reason.
It's an honor thing.
Mhm.
Oh, so Jared is he's 8 years younger than me. And
Almost to the day.
almost today. We had the same due date. I
Not twins.
I came out early. You had to get cut out.
I had to be cut out because the doctor was going to be on vacation and reasons. I
Yeah.
wasn't cut out. I was medicated out. I wasn't a C-section.
Doesn't mom have a C-section scar?
I'm pretty sure
Ah!
she's asleep.
She's
Oh,
asleep.
shit.
Wow, bro.
We're very loud.
I had a mom the meatloaf thing right there. Meatloaf, what now?
I was saying,
Oh God,
Oh,
I was
man.
gonna say, if she comes through that
Oh
door,
man, whatever I get, I have earned. I will own it.
I'll say a small prayer.
Yeah. Wow, that was a dick move. You caught me about 18 years ago, though. I
Yep,
wouldn't care.
there's the dog. Perfect timing. Oh, man.
Damn.
Gorgeous.
Well, we'll ask her tomorrow. We'll get clarification on this.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments, right?
Because I'm pretty sure she had because I remember, because I was like cognizant. Yeah, I remember she had a
Well,
really.
you would have been 8 at the time.
Yeah,
I would have been 0.
Yeah, correct.
So
Yeah, no, she had I remember she had I remember her saying it was a different kind of recovery process. Oh no,
Solid
you get
gun.
CP?
oh,
it's a wee lane.
You get
George-
CP?
Jordan, you know how to make it end.
I know how to make it end. I'm not gonna do it.
Damn.
Oh, so you're just gonna tired and cranky, say some like
Some more racist
autistic
shit.
shit?
Absolutely. how else can this keep going? You know? I mean, it's either that or I pass out and then
And then
Then-
you draw dicks on your face.
yeah. That, I suppose that's the other option that this episode ends. I suppose.
I'm good with either.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, where's the markers? Get them ready. No, we should probably be respectful of our producer's time, as he is a working man and
Yes.
father, husband and father himself. We can rant for years.
Yeah, and we will.
Yeah.
We've got 5 more days.
Oh God.
Oh, you're there.
I'm gonna
You're
hit
there
one.
for much longer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. I'll be back in town Tuesday.
Right before the move.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have to come home because we're signing final paperwork on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna be up late because I'm moving a bunch of stuff as soon as we can into the new house.
Oh, so do I
So-
get cranky, Jake?
No,
You
you
sure?
never get cranky, Jake.
He's always cranky.
Grumpy.
No worries.
I'm always grumpy.
Those are distinct.
They're
Legally
distinct. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm a permanently grumpy human being. I'm not cranky.
Yeah.
Like to adults, my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always beating them and stuff. That's why they're all bruised up all the time.
That makes sense.
Right.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah.
I shouldn't make jokes about that. I'm a mandated reporter according to the state of Illinois.
Just don't show any of this to the state of Illinois. We're fine.
My wife and I are consistently posting our children upon the social medias, and
Yeah. So,
Ruth's never wearing clothes, so
so that it's stated completely legally out loud, all of this is a joke.
Well played.
Thank you.
yeah. So if Ruth was bruised up, I'd have to be like, "Here's how this happened." I'd probably have a video of it because that kid's crazy as shit.
Mhm.
And so Ruth, dude, it's gotten to the point.
Mhm.
It has gotten to the point where she's doing something ridiculous, and I've told her to stop and don't do it. And she's like, "I'm going to do this," so I just pull up my phone and I hit record because
something's gonna happen.
something's going to happen, and I'm going to have to just go show a doctor, "Hey, I didn't do that. She did. Here's how."
But anyway, respectful of our producer's time.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a special Howard Brothers edition of the Sober Swole podcast. I am Jake.
Mr. Jordan Howard.
Hell yeah! And I'm pleasure to be here.
You fuckers got what you want. I can leave.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Send us home, DJ Swirl.
Oh, sorry. There he goes. Bye.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.